Alright, so I am back, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Masterpiece number 34. They call it Cheetos from Beast Wars, which is, for us Americans, Cheetor. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I don't know. So we got some instructions here. Telling you the different guns he's got and all the poses he can do and all the things and stuff. And transformation. His transformation's a lot more complex than the original toy, I tell you that. Which is a good thing. He's got the little collector card, which is very similar to the original Beast Wars collector cards. So that's cool. Some info on the back that I can't read. And here's the box. So it's about the size of the regular Masterpiece card boxes. You got bot mode here, cat mode there, stuff and things. And yeah, that's really all there is to the box. So let's get into the toy. So he's got accessory rise. He's got 3 different faceplates. One that's on, and then these 2. We'll get into those in bot mode. Then he's got 3 different cat heads. We've got this one, which is kind of like a surprised look, and it does have these little plastic whiskers, which is awesome. Mouth does open and close. So, surprised look. And then we've got like slightly like a little bit angry look, it looks like. Again, mouth opens and closed. We got the whiskers. There we go. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pull this one off. It just pulls off. It's on a, looks like a 5mm port actually. Let's see here. No, a little less than 5mm. And then we've got this stoic cat face. And that one, again, opens and closes. Now, what's really cool, if you look at all of these 3 in a row, you'll notice how the eyes are all looking in different directions. This one's looking a little to the right. This one's looking a little to the left. This one's looking straight ahead. Back here, there's this piece right here. You can just grab this, and you pull this out, and that will pull out the eyes. So then we can take like the stoic face here, pull this out, and we can flip the eyes around. So now his eyes are, the stoic face eyes are looking off to the left. Or right, the right. And then the surprise look, looking straight ahead. So you could just kind of mix and match, I think. The slightly angry face there, looking straight ahead. I like that. And yeah, which is it's really cool. It's a great feature. So you got 3 different heads and 3 different sets of eyes, and because they're all interchangeable, you got so many different options of slight variations to display the heads. Oh, and I guess this is another thing I'm noticing. These 2 heads, the mouths can't close all the way. And this one, it does. And you see the teeth are a little bit more recessed on this one. And they're not on that one. So. But you get that closed face look. So yeah. Really cool. Really, really cool. Then you can just plug this back on. It's like that. And then pull it out, and then there you go. So, mouth, like I said, opens and closes. Head is on a hinge, so you get the left and right. Let's see here. You got up, down. Pretty much, I think it's on a, I know this is a hinge, but it might be a ball joint. No? No? Okay, so yeah, just the way it's designed, it's got a hinge left and right and a hinge up and down. And because of the port, you got the swivel. moving on down. He's got this great. I don't know if this is. I have a hard time with this transformation, but I don't know if this is a yellowish plastic or if they've done some sort of finish on it. But it looks great. The thing I don't like about this mode is the hinges and the joints and all that stuff. It's very clearly a robot in a cat body. I don't think they did a very good job hiding that. But then again, for posability's sake, there's not much you can do here. So we got big hinge for the shoulder here. So you can move that how you need to. This shoulder hinges or swivels up and down, hinges out. There is a bicep swivel, bends at the knee or elbow, I guess. The paw swivels up and down, and then there is a swivel in there. So hinges up and down, and there's a swivel. And it's got all these nice little spots, and they're like digital, so they're so they look like they're furry, which is cool. You got a little hinge here, but that really breaks up the aesthetics, so just be mindful of that. Tail has 2 points of articulation here and here, so there's that. Leg swivels up and down, hinges in and out. Bicep swivel, bends here at the knee. No swivel. I would have liked a swivel here, like right in the kneecap. I would have liked that. Got a hinge here, and no pivot. So there is the cheetah in its beast mode, or cheetah mode. So I think it looks great. I think this is the weakest of the 2 modes because, you can see some robot kibble here and there. You can see it here. You can see it here and here and here. It's pretty blatant here and here, a little bit here. But all in all, I think it does its job and looks good. It just makes some sacrifices for the bot mode, which I would prefer that way anyway. So let's go ahead and get him transformed, shall we? First off, we want to pull out this piece here. This will just come out here, and it's not parts forming, it's a gun. Because Beast Wars always had all their guns and weapons integrated. So you flip this out here, and then you can flip out the cannon here, and push on this little blue piece here, and this will pull out like that, and then you can close that up just like that, and there's his gut gun. Then up here, what you want to do is you want to pull this piece here off, the tail section, and these 2 side panels will come with it just like that. You want to lift this gun bit here up, and it rotates around. Push down here. Does it come down or up? Yeah, down. Okay, so you slide that down like that, and then you can just kind of angle the tail however you can to kind of keep it out of the way. These pieces will rotate back. There's a tab here. They'll plug into that slot there. So you rotate that up, tab that in, and then for this one, you just use this tab here, and there's a little groove section there. So you just slide this back like that and just kind of put it out of the way. Like that, like that. And there you have his other gun. Alright, let's get into transformation here. Pull this piece here down, and then what you're supposed to do, rotate the legs down, and straighten them out here. You're supposed to swivel this around, and then untab this, and then rotate this around. But that's not looking right. That's what it says you're supposed to do. But it's one of those, like, you swivel it and you swivel it and you swivel it, then it's like, why did you do all that work? Because what you really want is you want this plate facing forward with the cat head here. So you see there's a fake cat head there. So you want this to face forward, and you want all these metal bits to face forward. That's your ultimate goal here. And then this does tab into place here as well. This is on a slider, so you just slide that in, tabs in, just like that. The rest of the legs, you want to pull these knee pads up, like that. Fold the foot down and in, down and in. Heel spur comes back. Foot comes down. Like this. This little piece here closes up, filling that gap left by the foot. Very, very clever the way they do all this. Everything has its place, and then the legs clean up really nicely. Oh, I think I see what's going on here. Why we wanted to do that, actually. So maybe rotate this and rotate the legs around. Yeah, there we go. That's better. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so you do want to rotate that around and just flip the legs around. The instructions don't really say that, but... So there's the legs done. I think they clean up incredibly well. That is the best animal leg transformation I've ever seen. Like, it just, everything cleans up so nicely. It's just awesome. Fold these to the back for now. We'll just kind of get those out of the way. Come back to those in a minute. Untab these sections here. These are the arms. Now, you want to fold these out like this. And you see there's this little section here. You undo this section in the shoulder so that you have that extra lower clearance, because otherwise the shoulder would be up there. And then you can just take this and it just closes up and snaps into place. Rotate this around. Take this piece here and it double hinges on itself. And you rotate the hand around. Just like that. Same thing over here. So rotate this out. Close this section up. Rotate this down. So fold around. Just like that. Pull the head out like this, and then you can rotate this around. This will fold back in like this, and all the way down like that. So you almost have the cheetah head in the right position, and then you want to take this cheetah head and it folds up over it, and then this little tab here will plug into that slot there. It's just kind of on a funky angle. Things have to line up. There we go. Just like that. Alright. Last little bit will be these back legs. So you want to put this one down first. All the way down. And then there's a there is a tab here. I'll plug into that slot there. So tab that in. And then the leg comes down like this. And the same thing over here. And now you got this tab that's here, which will plug in to the leg here. So you plug that in. And there you go. And there is Cheetor in his bot mode. And he looks incredible. Absolutely just, as he would say, ultra gear. I mean, he's just great. So let's go over some things while we're here. So face just pulls off like that. You got a tab there, and it's just kind of frictions in to the back here. And we've got 3 different options. So we got the slightly open mouth. We have a kind of stoic face, and then we got the slightly smiling face. For me, I like the open mouth. That's my favorite one. So we just plug that back in, just like that. All right, posability. Head is on a swivel with a hinge. It's got a pretty big hinge. Weird setup. But yeah, swivel and a hinge. Shoulders, because of the transformation, you got like this swivel here, so you get this almost like a butterfly joint. Hinge all the way up here on this. Plus there's another hinge in here that will get you a little bit more. Bicep swivel. Double bend on the elbows. Swivel at the wrists. And then the fingers do open and close. We've got a waist swivel. And kind of like an ab crunch, but it's not quite right. This thing just does not want to tab in properly. I wonder if the head is supposed to turn around. Let's see here. Nope. I'm just going to take that off. I shouldn't do that, but I am anyway. Yeah, that tabs in really nicely. Let's see here. I'm just kind of messing around now. Alright, so won't go the other way. So let's put this back on. Talking to myself here more than you. Alright, now all the way down. Anyway. Alright, so you can flip the skirting here up. You got swivels up and down. It gets a little caught up back there, but you can kind of maneuver it however you need to. Hinge all the way out. Thigh swivel. Double bend knee. Well, yeah. It bends a little bit here, but it's a full bend here. So, get you a good range of motion there. I don't know what my dog is doing over there. You got kind of a hinge here, and then you got the rocker, and then a toe tilt. So yeah, that's all fine and dandy. open this hand up, and you can take this gun here. It's got the standard Masterpiece port system, so you just swivel this in and dab it in, close up the fingers, you're good to go. And then this one, it doesn't have that system, so you just kind of plug it in like that. I'm not a huge fan of this gun myself, so I'm not going to use it. And I know there is a way to store it on the back, I believe. Let's see here. But I'm not sure. Oh well. We're just gonna move on. Alright, so let's get into some standard scale comparisons. Here he is with the Voyager Optimus Prime. So he's a little bit shorter than a Voyager. I think he looks good. Here he is with a Seeker. And here he is with the Legends car. And here he is with a couple of MPs. Here he is with an MP car, Trax. He's a little shorter than Trax. Better engineered, that's for sure. And here he is with an MP Seeker. So here he is with the mini MP10. And here he is with Masterpiece Primal. And I think this scale, is just about right. I always kind of envisioned Cheetor being a little bit shorter than this when compared to Primal. But I think it's close enough, especially since they're obviously going to repaint this as Tigertron and retool it as Tigertron. So we're going to have, another version of this. And Tigertron was a little bit taller than Cheetor, so they probably just kind of met it in the middle and just called it a day, which I wouldn't blame them at all. Let me grab a couple other things here. Alright, here he is with the Generations Rat Trap. And Generations Rhinox. This is the Takar version, though. And Generations Waspinator. So I know a lot of people are thinking that this is what they're gonna call as good. I don't like it. I do not like it. Rhinox is too small. Waspinator is too small, and I think the Rat Trap is a little too big. The Rat Trap, I could sit here and I could say we can get away with it with a really good paint scheme on him, which is why I want to get the Takara one at some point. But the Waspinator, I know he was at least the same size of Cheetor, maybe a little bit bigger. And I know Rhinox was taller than Primal, so those don't work here. But it still looks good. It still looks good. It's just, the scale-wise, it's not right. So moving these guys out of the way. I just wanted to show off. And there he is with the original Cheetor toy. And there is no comparison. None whatsoever. Like, I always thought that this Cheetor toy was okay. Especially compared to the Universe 2.0 version, which was absolute garbage. But now putting him next to the Masterpiece one, it's just... there's nothing. No comparison. You know, the Primal is great in compared to the original Primal toy. But he blows the original one so far out of the water, it's not even funny. This is the definitive version of the original Cheetor, in my mind. There will never be a better version of this character. I cannot think of anything they could have done to make it better, especially the bot mode. The beast mode, like I said, it's a little panely, little robots form showing through, but that's mostly because of what they had to do for the transformation and posability. So there's not much you can do there. But overall, I think the beast mode looks good. I think the robot mode looks so much better that it's just astounding. I absolutely love this figure. For me, this guy's already going to be a front runner for figure of the year. I absolutely love it. Like, promo pictures even didn't do it enough justice in my mind, because looking at like the gold paint and the blue plastic, I was sitting there like, man, that doesn't look right. But it just, the thing is that it looks so right that it was like, wow, we're actually getting something that looks that much like the original version in the cartoon. So it was just kind of like, I don't know, it kind of like threw me for a loop. Which, I mean, I should have known because of this Primal being so good. So yeah, all in all, I'm going to give this figure 10 out of 10. Yeah, like I said, I have a little bit of an issue with the beast mode, but the bot mode, once you get it there, is so much better than that it's just like, I forgive any of its faults in the beast mode. And the transformation is so good. Yeah, he's got some kibble. He's got the leg kibble in the back, and he's got these arm panel kibble, but guess what? That's what he had in the show. So, excuse me. Sorry, I've been dealing with some asthma issues in the past few weeks. Anyway, I think he's absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to see what else comes. Oh, there's a wrist hinge, too. I can't wait to see what they do with this mold from now. I know it's like a guarantee we're going to get the Tigertron repaint. It's a guarantee. We have to. Slight retool repaint. And my guess is we'll get a Shadow Panther. It'll probably be like a probably one of those mall exclusives, like some of those Seekers were, which I'm okay with. You know, I'll spend a little bit of extra money to get the Shadow Panther, and maybe we'll get a more toy accurate repaint like we're getting with him. But either way, I'm all in. I'm all in. Please keep these coming. I know there's a Dinobot coming, so we'll probably get a Dinobot and then Grimlock from that. Maybe a battle damaged Dinobot. I don't think they could do the Transmetal 2 Dinobot from that mold. But maybe we could do a battle damaged, and then, you know, Grimlock, and then the toy accurate colors. And this is the way you should be doing it anyway. If you're gonna repaint a figure for a different version of the same character, like you know, do toy accurate and then cartoon accurate, do the cartoon accurate first and then the toy accuracy one later. This is not wanting to sit in there right. It sit in there so well without the head in there, so maybe I'll just take that out for now. But yeah, anyway, if you're a Beast Wars fan, then I definitely say pick this up. This is going to be, this is good. For me, this is as good as Primal. I think he's as good as Optimus Primal was. Maybe a little bit better because his engineering is a little bit more a little bit more there. But at the same time, Primals was really good too. They're so good. I love this line so much. I cannot wait to see more from it. Please keep putting these things out. I want a Wasp in here. I want a Rat Trap. I want the whole original crew, and then I want Inferno, Black Arachnia, Tigertron, Air Razor, and then let's move on to Fusors and Transmetals and Transmetal 2s. I mean, let's do the whole Beast Wars line, please. Please. I'm not saying every Beast War toy ever made, just everybody that was in the cartoon. There's not that many. We can knock this out real quick. So please, don't stop. So anyway, amazing figure. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend it if you're a Beast Wars fan. And if you don't like Beast Wars and this aesthetic isn't for you, then don't get it. I mean, you're not going to like it. It's not going to change your opinion on a show. It's just a good toy representing a figure or a character from the show. That's what I can say there. So anyway, I guess that's it. So I got Grappling 2. We'll be looking at him soon. I'm not sure when, but as soon as I can, we'll look at him.